What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Beyond the Bench podcast. We are back in our college dorms or rooms, houses.
Houses.
We got our final new setup. I got my camera set up here now. I got my mic here. Nick's got his mic there. His camera set up. His drum set in the back.
That's always been there.
Yeah. But we got a lot to talk about today.
A lot has happened in the past week. Like a lot. So buckle in,
we
folks.
got NFL and NBA. And if you haven't already, go check out Beyond the Cage. Our first episode of Beyond the Cage came out yesterday. Yep, came out yesterday. We're really proud of it. The overlay kind of just looks like Evil Beyond the Bench, which is pretty much what it is. But we had a lot of fun doing it. It's a shorter video because we feel like that's a lot better for people to watch than an hour-long podcast. Yeah. So we'll try to keep it a little shorter today, but we got a lot to talk about. So why don't we just get into it, Nick?
Starting with the divisional round, a lot of good games. Most of them were
one really bad game. And one really bad game.
Do you want to start off with that really bad game?
Yeah, because we don't have a lot to say about it.
So I was watching Texans Patriots on my way back to school.
I was not. I was at work.
I will say this: the Patriots did look good. They didn't look great, and that's due to as we said before in the previous weeks, it's the Texans' offense. It was really going to come down to if the Texans' offense could produce,
and they couldn't.
And they could not that they couldn't. The fact that they had injuries, but Nico Collins, that
is true.
Nico Collins is out with a concussion, but C.J. Stroud.
I wrote some not nice things on my notes that I'm not going to say.
That C.J. Stroud had some of the worst offensive performances I have ever seen. I think he had how many turnovers in 2 games? I think it was like 7 or 8 turnovers.
No, the Texans had 5 turnovers. He had 4 interceptions.
Right.
Yeah.
So across 2 games.
Oh, I was just talking about the one game. He had 4
interceptions that one game.
Against the Patriots, yes.
I thought it was less than that. Nope. Never mind. Jesus Christ.
They had 5 turnovers just in that one game.
So then they probably had... Okay, so across the 2 games, they probably had like double-digit turnovers because C.J. Stroud fumbled the ball 4 or 5 times.
I forgot about that.
Right, so that's crazy. But
yeah.
The Patriots are just... I don't really know what else to say other than they had the easiest path to
the playoffs, and then now they have the easiest path to the Super Bowl.
To the Super Bowl. We're actually going to get to that later, Christian. But they at least
I agree with what
they had the easiest path to a AFC Championship appearance. I will say that. Yes. Maybe not to the Super Bowl.
I don't think they played very well.
No, they really didn't.
The Texans' defense is unbelievable. Mm-hmm. No, it was not.
Yes, it was. Oh, that's the Bears.
No, it was not.
Is the Bears Rams game?
No, that's still wrong. Bears Rams is 20-17. Just chalk it, dude. Just chalk it.
I didn't have the scores up. Sorry.
There was not one final score that was
16-28.
There you go.
And actually, that was the final score of the Natty.
No. Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Shout out Fernando Mendoza.
Shout out. Love Fernando Mendoza. But the Patriots still had 3 turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
And what's his name? Drake May fumbled a lot. Will Campbell was saving him. And they still had 3 turnovers.
I love Will Campbell, honestly. Sweet kid.
And
Sweet kid.
Let me just say, the Texans' defense is the only reason this game was remotely close. And Will Anderson. Oh my God, Will Anderson. He had 3 sacks, 3 solo tackles, and 2 forced fumbles.
Yeah.
He's
All-pro performance for sure.
Good.
He's so good.
Totally deserving the 3rd overall pick?
Wasn't he the 1st?
No, because that was the Texans had back-to-back picks, and they picked Stroud and Will Anderson, I'm pretty sure.
So it was 3. Yeah, because Stroud was 2, so.
Yeah. But this game was terrible from what I saw. I was just kind of watching the updates on Reel as it went on. I couldn't believe my eyes. The only thing I did see was when I was on my break, I saw Diggs' touchdown. That's all I saw.
Yeah. Um, the main game that I want to talk about, we'll save for last. But moving on to the 49ers Seahawks, that game was just a straight massacre. And let me point out the fact that Sam Darnold didn't even play that good.
He played terrible. He had 124 passing yards.
He if the Seahawks are to win the Super Bowl or to get past the AFC Championship or the NFC Championship, Sam Darnold needs to be producing at a higher level. They can't have their defense, which is arguably at this point probably the best in the playoffs.
The Patriots' defense is really good. Honestly, every defense that's still in the playoffs is very, very good. I would argue. I think there's an argument to say the Seahawks are the worst of the four that are currently in the playoffs.
Rams are the worst of the 400%.
Are they?
Yeah, Rams are 100% the worst of the four. I'm pretty sure it goes Broncos, Seahawks, Patriots. Christian, I did all the math for this.
I know. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right now. Oh my! The Seahawks only left 17 points per game.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So, listen, the 49ers were injured. That's obviously an entirely different, problem of its own.
And the tone was set early with that kick return.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right off the jump, they were in the Seahawks.
Yeah.
And Sam Darnold got his first career playoff win, even though he didn't play well. The Seahawks forced 3 turnovers, and the Niners did not force 1. I understand the Niners are injured, but this was the Kenneth Walker game.
It was. He had a hat trick and
145 yards, 116 rushing.
The fact that it took Zach Charbonnet to get injured for him to get the starting role and for them to give him the ball is a robbery.
Kenneth Walker will be getting so much money this offseason.
I 100% agree. And to be honest, he should have been getting that already because we've seen time and time again all season that he's a phenomenal running back. And if I'm Kenneth Walker, do I want to stay on the Seahawks who didn't give me a chance and let let's be honest, Zach Charbonnet was outright horrible this year. He was not efficient at all.
He's just a worse Tyler Algier.
Right. And if I'm Kenneth Walker, I don't know if I want to stay on the Seahawks because are they going to give me the chances that I deserve? So
no,
that's something to look out for in the offseason.
I mean, but I think he's going to be a huge factor in this game against the Rams next week.
Yes.
I think he's going to have another crazy game. He had 3 catches for 29 yards this week. I don't even know who their third string is going to be. I can't think of it right now. It might still be DJ Dallas. Could be. I honestly don't know. One thing to notice is JSN had a very poor performance. Still had a touchdown. Could be Sam Darnold's doing. I mean, that's like you could always blame something on Sam Darnold. I think we're going to see a bounce back week from him against the Rams. 3 catches, 19 yards.
Sorry to interrupt.
They don't have one listed, do they?
They don't have Kenneth
Walker. Do they have a fullback?
Yeah, Kenneth Walker is their only listed. Their fullback is listed as Robbie Outs.
Yeah, I think he's a rookie, I think. So Robbie Outs is that backup. This is going to be an probably even crazier game than he had. I don't think he came much more crazy than 3 touchdowns, but still.
Yeah.
We could see Kenneth Walker rush for 200 yards. Who knows?
We could. Rams Bears was a phenomenal ending. The first half was crappy, but the second half, of course, in
typical Bears fashion.
Typical Bears fashion was good.
The Bears look good.
I think that the Rams deserve to win, but the Bears will be back.
Caleb threw 3 interceptions.
He did.
And
the defense really kept them in that game. The Rams defense really, really did keep them in the game because the offense wasn't producing.
No.
And the defense allowed them to keep going.
Kyron had 100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
I think he had 66 rushing yards or something along those lines. Um, but it just came down to some rookie mistakes. And Caleb's a second-year player that's never played in this type of situation before, and he threw an interception in overtime that set up the game-winning field goal.
I can we just talk about that throw for a second to
that was insane. That was actually insane.
And I'm not even joking. In all my years watching playoff football, I genuinely cannot think of a better throw than that.
That's a play that people are going to be talking about for years.
That is a playoff throw of the decade. And that's not an exaggeration.
That's going to be one of those plays where you're talking about it in 15 years, you're telling your kids about it or something, and you're like, and you know the crazy part about that? They lost that game. Like, it's just...
It's crazy.
The Bears will be back, like Nick said. The Bears will be back. That was an incredible throw.
He was about to get sacked 25 yards.
It was... I don't remember who... I think Chris Collinsworth might have said it. That was a 45-yard touchdown that only got credited as a 14-yard touchdown because of how far back he ran. And like my dad, Colin, and I, we all yelled. We're like, "Oh my god!" And my mom came down. She was like, "What happened?" It's like, "Why are we yelling?" No, that was just an insane throw. Good game. The Rams defense, like you said, really helped them.
Jared Verse is phenomenal.
I love Jared Verse. And I think, I don't know, Rams Seahawks is be a good game. I've been saying this from the start of the playoffs. I don't remember if I said it in the video or not, but Nick knows I say it all the time. The only teams I think the Seahawks would have beat in the NFC are the two NFC West teams, the Niners and the Rams, and they got lucky enough to get those matchups, and I think that it's going to benefit them well, and I'll say this now, I think they're going to the Super Bowl.
I agree. It really could be a toss-up, but...
Yeah. We got a lot to talk about for this next game.
Now let's talk about the Bills-Broncos. That was the game of the weekend.
Yep.
To all Bears fans, to Bills fans, despair. Another season.
Nick did a little. Nick was mean to some Bills fans.
I was not mean.
Bills fan. Dude, okay, hang on.
Right, hold on.
No. As I watched the field go through the uprights, I looked at my phone. There was already a text in our group chat from Nick to Peter, who's a Bills fan, and this was like a millisecond after it went through the uprights. Just say the Bills are never going to win a Super Bowl. And he thought he was being nice.
I knew I wasn't being nice. I wasn't saying it in a negative manner. I was just so shocked.
And let's just say Peter did not take it kindly. Peter did not take it kindly.
Peter was a little bit upset.
And Landon was just like, "Oh my god."
Peter was a little bit upset.
He was a little upset. Justified, like understandably so. He was upset.
Yeah.
But Josh Allen, 2 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles. Okay. I'm coming around to it.
Okay, continue.
No, I mean, like, I'm coming around. Like, it was so close.
It was very close.
It was so close that it would be hard to overturn.
But my thing is, playoff games shouldn't be decided by that controversial call. And
I agree.
The fact of the matter is that they didn't even review it. The Bills had to call a timeout for them to review it, and it wasn't.
I don't think that's what happened. I'm pretty sure that's...
Sean McDermott said this in the postgame. They did not take the precautions that they needed to actually review the play. I have never seen a player catch the ball, have possession of the ball, and get downed, and then
the possession was questionable.
Possession.
Possession was questionable.
He had possession. It was literally in his arms, and I will still stand to this. The only reason why the Broncos were able to recover that ball is because he thought he was down, and he let go of the ball because he thought he was down.
No, that's his fault. That is his fault for not waiting for a whistle.
My point is that it should have been down.
That's his fault for not waiting for a whistle.
Downed completely. But it turns out that every single playoff run that the Bills have is ended by a controversial officiating call. Every single one. And that's heartbreaking to a franchise that has arguably the best quarterback in the league. You know.
Yeah, it is. But I don't think, like, it's not like the NFL is doing it on purpose.
No. I'm not saying that. But it's coincidence after coincidence. That's what it is.
But yeah, I guess. It was really, so close. Yeah. A play that close is always going to be hard to overturn. Any play that is that close is going to be upheld.
I agree. I just feel like if they would have taken the time to review it on the field,
they did review it. They reviewed it before he called the timeout.
They reviewed it during the timeout.
No, he called the timeout after, and because he wanted an explanation as to why it wasn't a catch. But it was reviewed before that.
I don't know.
Because any play like that is reviewed.
Right. Any play is reviewed, right. But it's just hard. I mean, should the Broncos have won that game? Probably. I mean, again, the Bills, Josh Allen put the Bills on his back. I know he did, fumble and I think he had an interception or two.
Yeah, he had 2 and 2. 2 fumbles, 2 interceptions.
Right, but he has no supporting cast.
Also, hang on a second. Sorry.
Yeah.
He had, what, six straight playoff games with no turnovers?
Shit.
And how many turnovers did he have before you told me that? 0.
I did not.
How many did he have after?
Bro. I did not jinx that.
He had 4 turnovers after you told me.
But that was just a stat that I saw on CBS.
Yeah, but you spoke it into existence.
And them posting it, and a million other people probably saying it didn't do that.
Nick, you speaking things. Do you not remember what happened at that Yankee game? You just can't do that kind of stuff.
I just have to keep my mouth shut.
It happens every time. It's happened more than those 2 times, too. The Yankee game one was the best one, though.
Do you want to explain that?
Yeah, so we're in a Yankee game, and this whole time, he's mad at Josh Lowe, the Rays right fielder.
Yeah.
Josh Lowe. And Nick's like, yeah. He's up to bat. He's like, yeah, you have a low batting average. That's why your name is Low. Yeah, rips a home run 2 sections over from us. Let me see. There's
everybody in that stadium, or at least in that
everybody
section,
in that section was just a death staring
at me and was just
oh my God,
staring at me.
I was
like,
funny.
oh my God.
Oh my God. I gotta find it. Was that senior year? It had to be.
Probably, yeah.
That was unbelievably funny.
I will still never live that down.
No, you won't.
But the fact of the matter is that now let's talk about Bo Nix' injury and Jared Stidham starting. We share the same.
Actually, I want to talk really quick.
Yeah.
Do you think Sean McDermott should have been fired?
Oh, I thought we were saving that for.
Do you want to save that for the coaching part?
Let's save that for the coaching part because I have a lot to say about that.
All right.
But Bo Nix getting injured, breaking his ankle, which me and you were like, did he even break his ankle? Because he came up on that play like nothing even happened. But I guess just
it did not look like it.
Christian and I agree on the fact that we both think and agree that Jared Stidham as a quarterback is not that bad of a quarterback. Did you find the photo?
I found the photo. This is right after he hit the home run. It was so funny.
So cooked. So
yeah, that was bad. But it did not look like Bo Nix got injured. It really didn't.
It didn't. And what I was telling with Christian was, I don't think Bo Nix is that good of a quarterback, and I don't think that Jared Stidham is that bad of a quarterback. So people are. Sorry?
I think there's a bigger gap than you're making it seem between the two of them. But
the gap is Bo Nix has started every single game this year, and Jared Stidham is not. And that's
not the only thing that separates them. Bo Nix is a much better quarterback than Jared Stidham.
I think, in my personal opinion, that if you put Jared Stidham in this game fresh, he he will perform to how Malik Willis performed on the Packers.
Yes. I don't disagree.
I don't think that he's gonna, throw for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns, but he will be a serviceable quarterback that will.
Now, also, Malik Willis has started a lot more career games than Stidham.
Right.
Stidham has started 4 games.
Yes.
He has 1 win in those 4 games. But I believe in the first game that he ever started, he threw for like 380 yards or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
But the Broncos are home. They have one of the best defenses in the league, which is why they're only 4.5 point underdogs.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we see Jarrett Stidham in the Super Bowl, which I could say that I was alive for the Jarrett Stidham Sam Darnold Super Bowl. Like
2 quarterbacks that you never would have expected.
Jarrett Stidham is also the 3rd quarterback ever that was drafted by Bill Belichick to play in Super Bowl or a conference championship. Sorry,
did not know that.
It is Jarrett Stidham, Jimmy Garoppolo, and Tom Brady.
Very nice. Do you want to talk about the championships real quick?
I don't know. I think we kind of covered. I think the Seahawks are going to win.
I think the Rams are going to win, actually. But
I think the Seahawks are going to win on the back of Kenneth Walker, and I think JSM is going to have an even better game than he had. But then again, Sam Darnold is Sam Darnold, so you really never know.
Yeah.
On the Broncos-Patriots side, I'm going to go with the Patriots. Honestly,
I don't know.
I'm going to go with the safe bet in the Patriots. I'll be really upset if the Patriots win. I don't want to watch that. It's a Patriots
I will
Super Bowl
say
match. It's not fair.
I will say
it is not fair.
The Patriots, they have a very good offense. And the fact of the matter is they have a very underrated defense. They have the 8th ranked defense in the league. And let me point out, I'm pretty sure everyone is healthy. They don't have injuries going into this game. So if you combine that with Jarrett Stidham, who, like we said, has not started a playoff game and has not started any games, he's gonna be rusty, and that Patriots defense is going to do well against him. So
but what happened the last time the Patriots played a backup in the playoffs?
Yeah, but are we comparing Eli Manning to Jarrett Stidham here? I meant,
what world was Eli Manning a backup, dude?
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Talk about the one and only Nick Foles.
Yeah, I know. You want to know why I said that? Because me and my friend were talking about like 2 hours ago if Eli Manning is a Hall of Fame quarterback.
He is, but I don't want to get into that right now. I'm very passionate about that.
He's not.
I'm not getting into this right now. I'm not doing it.
As a Giants fan.
I'm not doing it. You didn't watch him. I did. I'm not doing it. I was gonna say something too. You completely made me forget what I was gonna say. I don't
something
remember.
about the Patriots defense or
I cannot. I can't have the Patriots win. It's not.
No,
fair.
I can't.
It's not fair.
I can't either.
Two seasons, 4-13, and now look at it, they're back. It's not. If we had that schedule, we could be. No, they would not. We could. If we started Dart from day one, we totally could.
No, I don't. No, we're not.
A fully healthy. If the Giants were as healthy as the Patriots were this year, and they had the same schedule,
you're saying they're getting the same record? Absolutely not.
If they had the exact same schedule, not the same record, but they would be in the playoffs. Very well could be in this situation right now.
No. I just
we're already 25 minutes in, so I don't want to argue about this right now. I lost track of where we were going to go. The coaches,
yeah.
Bob Saleh is the head coach of the Tennessee Titans now.
Robert Saleh.
Greg Heffley is the coach of the Dolphins, and wow, not even going to correct me. All right, Jeff Hafley is the head coach.
Sorry, Jeff Hafley. I was not paying attention. I'm not going to lie.
I said Greg Heffley.
Greg Heffley is the coach
Dolphins.
of the Dolphins now.
Stefanski's in Atlanta. We talked about Harbaugh, right? That happened before last week.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
What else happened? Bieniemy's back in Kansas City. Mike
That was
McDaniels.
that was like out of
That was
nowhere.
weird. That was really weird. Because we were talking about him last week too.
Mm-hmm.
We are like, where is he? And I told
Where
you he
did
was
he
coaching high
go?
school. I told you he
Yeah,
was coaching high school.
he went to UCLA in high school, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Mike McDaniel is the offensive coordinator of the Chargers. What else we got? The Browns offensive coordinator joined Kevin Stefanski in Atlanta. Nick has some opinions on that.
I have
then
opinions on all of these
I
really,
know.
except Greg Heffley.
Am I
I don't really
forgetting
care.
about? I don't know about Jeff Havley, honestly.
So
I
hold
guess
on.
it's good.
Let's go through this.
Okay.
Let's start at Brian. Let's start at Robert
I'm
Saleh.
gonna end with Dable because that's like up in the air right now.
Let's start with Robert Saleh.
Bob.
What are your opinions?
I think it depends on his coordinators.
I agree.
We saw flashes of he was a good coach with the Jets. It's just the Jets, as we say every week. The Jets are cursed. He had some good teams. They won 7-10 one year. Like that's their best record they've had in a long time. Players loved him. He is a great coach.
Are you sure players loved him? Because I'm almost positive that there was falling out with him and the players towards the end.
Jamal Adams doesn't count. Jamal Adams doesn't like anybody. That was I believe that was one of like the main guys that didn't like him. But no, most of the players loved him. It was the Jets, and I think that if he gets the right coordinator that can develop Cam Ward, the Titans are going to be good.
I love Cam Ward. I think he's really showing flashes of very good.
Tyjae Spears is a good running back. Mm-hmm. My guy Julius Chestnut could be their backup.
Sacred Heart legend.
They need to build up the defense. That's their main issue right now. They need to build up the defense. Which, guess what? Robert Saleh is a defensive coordinator.
Yeah, and he also didn't do good this year with I get the Niners were all injured, but I'm sorry, even with an injured Niners squad, you're letting the Seahawks score 41 points. That is
the injuries were so bad. I don't think it was his fault.
The 41 points, Christian. That's
he's a good defensive coordinator though. Before he was on the Jets, they had a good defense too.
He is, but I don't know.
No, I think he's a good defensive coordinator.
No, I like the hiring. I do like the hiring. It's clear that the Titans.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, my last point is it's clear that the Titans organization saw that their defense was a struggle, and that's why they were hiring a DC as their head coach. And I think that's a good move.
Yeah, they need to hope. The Titans need to hope that Dable does not sign with the Bills, because that's what I'm going to bring up next. I saw what we talked about last, kind of goes hand in hand here. Mm-hmm. I saw something today that said if he does not get the Bills head coaching position, which he's interviewing for at some point later this week, next week, probably after that giant snowstorm, if I had to guess, he is almost 100% going to go to the Titans to be their offensive coordinator. I think that is a perfect fit.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Brian Dable is known for developing quarterbacks.
He developed Josh Allen.
Jackson Dart, 1 year of Daniel Jones. And I think he could do it for Cam Ward. Cam Ward has a very similar playing style to Josh Allen.
Very similar, really.
I think that would be a perfect match.
Mm-hmm.
Him in Tennessee.
The main guy that I really, really want to touch on right now is Mike McDaniel. That is, and Christian and I have said it on this podcast before, after he leaves the Dolphins, he will be the best offensive coordinator in the league.
Yeah.
The fact that they now have Jim Harbaugh, a good defense, and Mike McDaniel as your OC, I genuinely, and I have no doubts in my mind, this is my prediction for this week, the Chargers are making it to the AFC Championship next year.
You think so?
I think so, because listen, Mike McDaniel is such an electric OC. Every single person on that offense, O-line, wide receiver, quarterback, running back, whatever, tight end, whatever, they are all getting boosts in production.
I guess.
All of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am drafting. I don't care what Ladd McConkey did to me this year. I am drafting him again next year.
I
They
think
are.
Amari and Hampton's going to be incredible next
I
year.
agree, and they are going to have a fun. I think, again, and this is a bold prediction. I think they're going to have a top 5 offense in the league next year.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I love that signing for them. Um, who else do we got? We got Eric Bieniemy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's just I don't really know what to think about that.
That's
Why
like
was he
weird.
gone for
Like,
so long?
yeah, I don't
Why did
know.
no like I'm if I had to guess, he does not interview well.
Yeah.
Like the same reason Shador fell to the 5th round. I just don't think he interviews well.
Well,
I think
that was definitely that. Shador was just being
I'm not saying they're doing the
a.
same thing. I'm just saying it's the same reason. They
Yeah.
just don't interview well. They're good at what they do, but they don't do well in interviews, which is why he just went back to the Chiefs. They know him. There's familiarity. Bieniemy, Spagnuolo, and Andy Reid have won Super Bowls together before. So what's going to change next year?
Right.
I don't know. I think it's a good
I
hire
don't
for
know.
them, but it was just
I
it
think
throws me off with how long he was gone.
I think with the offensive and the record dip, I think they're trying to go back to
Mm-hmm.
their old ways and
Yep,
success.
absolutely.
And that
Who
was
knows
that.
if it's going to work, but you can never count the Chiefs out. We say this every year. You can't count the Chiefs out until
Unfortunately
they're
so.
actually out.
Unfortunately so.
Um,
I
Atlanta,
think that.
Stefanski,
Oh
and
yes,
what's his
yes.
name? I completely forgot his name already.
Who? The OC?
Um, I have it here. Hang on. Tommy Reese.
Tommy Reese.
Tommy Reese.
I have some pretty strong opinions about this.
Yeah,
I like the Stefanski hire.
I don't like
I
the
do
OC hire. I
I
agree.
do not like the OC hire. When you look at the offense in terms of production, maybe not flashiness or skill players, but in terms of strictly production, the Browns have been pretty much at the bottom of the league in the
Yeah.
past 2 or 3 years.
Now, it could have to do with the players.
Right, but what real upgrader is he? Bijan, Drake London, and then
Bijan,
that's really it.
Bijan, Drake London, and Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, but I
But
wouldn't say that's like a.
I don't think Kyle Pitts is a huge upgrade.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think much is going to change. I think Atlanta's going to stay the middle of the road team that they are. Yeah, I don't know. I think Bijan.
Now,
Who knows? Honestly, Bijan's the big thing to watch for. I don't know what's going to happen with
I
Bijan.
actually disagree. My big thing is Kirk Cousins to watch
Oh,
because
I always forget that they signed him for 4 years.
they signed him for 4 years. Now the coach that signed him is gone. I genuinely think Michael Penix is on his 3rd major knee injury. Like major knee injury.
Yeah.
I think that they're going to give Kirk Cousins a full season shot with Stefanski and see how he does.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I like
I
Kirk
don't hate
Cousins.
that either.
I'm a huge
So
Kirk
do I.
Cousins guy.
He's also not that old. He's only what 30. No, actually, maybe maybe pushing
Kirk Cousins?
36. Yeah,
I'm gonna guess 35.
35. Hey, he's still got a couple years left. That's not too old.
Oh my God.
What?
He will be 38 at the start of next season.
Wow.
He's
38.
He will be 38 on August 19th.
Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy. I didn't. All right. Well, good on you, Kirko.
Yeah.
So moving on, this is our first non-football segment.
Yeah. Well, other
moving
than
on,
Beyond the Cage. We'll check it
other than
out.
Beyond the Cage. But
Let's
get
save
right
the
into
Knicks
it.
for last.
Okay.
I think the All-Star starter, it's going to be kind of brief. I just want to
We're
talk
talking about basketball, everybody. Just to
Oh, sorry. Forgot to mention that.
We're going into basketball.
So, All-Star starters. Before we talk about the snub, the biggest snub.
The biggest snub.
So the All-Star game, I don't know if you know this, Nick. I know you're not huge into basketball, but All-Star game this year, they've done formats like this before, but the All-Star game this year, there'll be 3 teams. 2 teams made up of American players and 1 team made up of international players. Of the 10 starters that announced, there's 5 Americans, 5 non-Americans. The tallest player on Team USA is Jaylen Brown, 6'6". The shortest player on Team World, or whatever they're going to be called, is 6'6". I believe it's Luka.
Wait, hold on. That's the shortest?
The shortest. They're shortest, yes.
Holy shit.
Now, a center did not get picked as an All-Star starter for the Americans.
Okay.
The All-Star starters, for those of you that do not know, is, let me see if I can find it here. It is, let me see if I can remember it off the top of my head. Cade Cunningham, Jalen Brunson, Steph Curry. I gotta just pull it up. I'm gonna forget. Um, okay, so it is Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Brown, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Tyrese Maxey.
What did you say?
It's hard to say fast. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Tyrese Maxey, Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Stephen Curry, Victor Wembanyama, and Nikola Jokic.
Yes.
So, let's get this out of the way first. Jalen Brunson absolutely deserves it. He's averaging 28 points per game, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. He is the entire Knicks team. It's no, he's okay. No, I'm actually not going to say that. He's not the entire team. He is the glue that keeps the team together. That's how I want to say that. Mm-hmm. Then we got Cade Cunningham. They are the Pistons are 31-10.
They've looked. That has been one of the craziest turnarounds.
Yeah, they've looked incredible. They are scoring 117 points per game.
That's ridiculous. That's
Cade Cunningham is actually questionable tonight with an illness.
Oh no.
But he is averaging 26 points, 25.7 points per game, almost 6 rebounds a game, and almost 10 assists per game. He's second in the league in assists per game, 9.8.
Wow.
His last game against the Celtics, yesterday, I think, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 14 assists. He has just looked incredible. He does have the third most turnovers in the league, if I'm not mistaken. Turnovers per game. But number one is Luka Doncic, who is also an all-star starter. He leads the league in points per game. He's averaging almost a triple-double, 33.5 points per game, 7.7 rebounds per game, 8.7 assists per game. He's just been absolutely incredible this year.
It's honestly amazing that the Mavs traded him away. Trade. Now he's doing this. It's just a kick in the butt.
He was doing this with them too. It wasn't like he was.
No, I know, but the fact of the matter is that now, just imagine the Mavs team that you have Cooper Flag and Luka on the same team.
Cooper Flag's been playing well too.
He's been very good. That's been a good pick for them.
Jalen Brown's put the Celtics on his back.
Yeah.
Wemby's Wemby. He did miss a couple games. Jokic is obviously Jokic. Tyrese Maxey is an interesting guy.
76ers legend.
He's playing really well this year. He absolutely deserves to be an all-star starter. He's just a weird type of player, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, if you asked me 4 years ago if Tyrese Maxey would, when is the next 76ers game? Oh, against the Knicks, of course it is. He's averaging exactly 30 points per game, 30.0. Guess how many assists he's averaging?
8.4.
6.7.
Oh my God.
He has the most minutes per game in the league. He averages 39.5 minutes per game. That was like an average Knicks player last year.
Which honestly, that probably correlates to his high scoring.
Oh, absolutely it does. But they're playing well this year too. That's also, important.
Yeah.
But the main thing that we want to talk about is Anthony Edwards and Stephen Curry.
Yes.
Anthony Edwards absolutely should have made it over Steph Curry. I don't think it's that crazy of a thing. Like, it's not. First of all, the All-Star game doesn't matter.
Right, but when you look at, it's a snub 100%. But when you look at who got in because of it, Wemby, who has been just crazy.
Well, Wemby's Wemby. That's
what I'm saying. But the only reason why, so I don't know if you actually knew this. Anthony Edwards lost out of the All-Star game because of the fan vote. The fans voted Wemby in, but because they tied with in the other sectors. So, it's one or the other. I mean, they're both extremely good. Anthony Edwards was averaging
he's averaging
almost 30
over 30
points a game,
I believe,
which is 5th in the league. So,
but here's the thing. He also, by the way, finished below Denny Advia in the fan vote, which I'm a huge Denny Advia fan. He's having a great year. Not better than Anthony Edwards. But the main thing with the All-Star game voting was that there were really 12 players to fill 10 spots. There were 6 in the East and 6 in the West that really deserved to be a starter. Donovan Mitchell being the other one. I I don't know. Like I said, I don't think who's the All-Star starter really matters. I don't think the All-Star game matters, period. But it's just something to think about with Curry making it over Anthony Edwards. I'm okay with it because it's an exhibition game. People want to see the greatest three-point shooter in NBA history.
Yeah.
Which is fine. He's a legend. He's first
and
ballot
honestly,
Hall of Famer.
If we're talking about why people, I think it's because of his legacy.
Oh, and that's fine.
And
for an All-Star game, that doesn't really bother me.
Right.
If this was like MVP voting and he gets it because of his legacy, that's where I begin to have issues. But with this, it's all fun. I don't really care.
Right.
The Celtics.
So
second in the East without Tatum.
So
much to my chagrin.
Obviously, them losing Tatum in the finals was disastrous, and going into the season, a lot of people were they had a lot of media on them saying they're not going to be performing well. And the fact of the matter is that when you look at the guys that have stepped up over Tatum and that have been, historically outshined because of Tatum's presence, now they're able to finally get their spotlight.
I mean, Jaylen Brown's an MVP candidate.
I agree. Pritchard has been very good, and they're
Derek White.
Right. I was just going to say they're rotating. If you actually look at their top scorer for each game, it's not the same guy pretty much every time. They're rotating. Peyton Pritchard's on there, Jaylen Brown's on there.
Anthony Simons was a huge pickup for them this offseason.
I was just about to say Anthony Simons, and then you got Derek White. These four guys it's not a one-man team anymore. And I think that's what really is the part that makes them good and special this year.
And I also want to point out Neemias Queta is almost averaging a double-double, 10 points, 8 rebounds per game. That's huge for them after losing Horford and Porzingis. He is now their center. He is their guy. And yeah, I don't. They are a very defensive team. They allow the second least points per game in the league, behind the Thunder. Obviously.
Listen, I'm a Knicks fan. I don't like the Celtics, but I like the fact that, not that I like that Tatum got injured, but I like the fact that these guys now have been given a chance to prove themselves, because we see across all sports all the time that you have a really good starter and the other guys don't really get a chance, and then their careers are a lot of times in jeopardy. You know what I mean? Like that they're not given the chance. And now that all these guys are getting the spotlight, I think that's good for them as a team and as a group.
Yeah, absolutely. And listen, Tatum's going to be back in March. They could go on a run this postseason. I'm going to hate it, but they can. Now, there's not a lot to talk about in the NBA right now, except really this. This is probably the big story. This and where's Giannis going to go, which kind of ties into this whole story here. The Knicks are 2-10 in their last 12. Do you think this is just a bad skid, or is this a real problem that's brewing here?
So, we were talking about this the other day. I don't think that it's a real problem. I think that it's a problem that you couldn't win a lot of these games without a completely healthy team. When I went through the schedule and I saw that the teams that they've lost to have generally been teams above 500, they've lost against the Spurs, 76ers, Pistons, the Suns twice, and the Warriors. Those are all very good teams, and
but the Knicks are better than a lot of those teams.
I agree. But when you don't have a lot of people healthy, when you don't have a consistent, rotation, and this is my main point, Christian. Let me just say this: Mike Brown is too comfortable rotating players.
Well, it's because that was the issue last year with Tom Thibodeau. He didn't rotate players, and that
But
was their
they have to
downfall.
find a middle ground. Now you have too many players getting subbed out, too many players. Like, I think that, yes, a lot of players hate playing for Thibodeau because Thibodeau would make them play every single minute of every single game. However, when you start rotating players, it's hard for those players to try to find a rhythm in the game.
Right.
So I feel like I think Mike Brown has to take a look at his team and be like, we need a consistent starting five, and we need a consistent group that can help us win games, because obviously this is not working.
Yeah. I do like their depth though. I think their depth is their strong suit.
Tyler Kolek, my goat.
Tyler Kolek's one of those guys that I could leave out of that rotation. He has not been performing the way he should be.
No, he hasn't. He just really had that good 2 weeks.
But listen, I said Jalen Brunson's the glue that holds the team together. It's not. It's Josh Hart. Josh Hart is the glue that holds this team together. When he was out injured, they were lost. And now that he's back and they are fully healthy, I think that they're gonna kind of turn it around. Cat. I have an issue with Cat.
I actually am one of the few people, and I don't know if I told you this, but when he actually got traded, I was sitting in class with my friend Sam, and he showed me the trade, and I was like, I don't know if we win that. I don't know.
Oh, we won the trade. We won the trade. I don't have a doubt in my mind.
I mean, in terms of future performance.
This is where Giannis comes into play. I think that the Knicks need to make a big splash and trade Cat and get someone like Giannis, because it's clearly not working out. We're getting to the point where there's almost too many star players on this team.
Mm-hmm.
And
quote unquote star players.
Yeah. And Cat is not the level that he should be to be considered the star that he is, in my opinion.
I agree.
They play the Nets tonight. If they lose this game, something needs to change.
That I 100% agree.
Something has to change.
Tonight is the teller. If we do not win tonight with a fully healthy team against a Nets team, who what's their record? They're
the Nets. Yeah, they have 8-10 wins. They're really bad.
Right. So
12. They're 12 and 29.
Right. That's atrocious. Like that. Like, if we do not win against the Nets tonight, we're recording this Wednesday.
Yeah. It's a huge problem that needs to be solved immediately.
And honestly, I think it's the coach.
I agree.
I think it's Mike Brown.
I completely agree. It's a Mike Brown.
I do not think Mike Brown was the right coach for them to hire for this team.
I'm willing to give it some time. I'm willing to give it longer than it's been, but soon I'm going to start asking questions, and it's not tonight.
Looking good.
It's tonight.
Yeah.
But with that, I think that was good. That was our first little basketball segment. There's really not much to talk about in these leagues right now, but we're going to try and give you as much as we can. NFL is still bumping. We've got conference championships next week. Yep. We got conference championships next week. It's going to be sad when
it's over.
Yeah, I think that's it for this week.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you haven't already, please check out Beyond the Cage.
Yep. There will be another Beyond the Cage episode next week because we got back-to-back UFC weeks.
Back-to-back for the first time ever.
Yeah, I think that's it for this week. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, everybody.